posture is going to dictate what options I have available to me, right? So if I'm strong and I'm able to like hold this guy in, I can start deciding what his posture is. For me, I just don't do that anymore. I let sort of him decide where the posture is, where his hands are. So we were talking last week about his hands are here. This is a very normal spot. This is when we start prying out on the elbow. Why'd you tap there?
Can't take my arm up.
You couldn't just turn it?
No.
Perfect. So a good option, like sneaky wrist lock, would be pretty cool to win competition like that, but people spaz out, and that gets us into this whole game that we played last week. So today, we're gonna look at just reminding ourselves as to what sweeps we have available. If I'm like trying to pull this guy and he's leaning back, then I just ride up, post my hand, open the guard, hit a little hip bump sweep over the top. So hip bump sweep is when they're like upright or even leaning back. I just go with them, I trap his arm, sweep him over, right? We'll start there. There's two ways I want you guys to practice this. Number one might be I pull him forward and I reach over and I grab the belt on the far side here. Now when he sits up, I catch a ride with him, open the guard, hand to the floor, take him over the top. As we practice this, I want you to be really careful with your partner's arm. I heard Carmi's name earlier. Carmi got her arm like damaged doing this sweep where her elbow still isn't right. Ooh, if I just grab the back of Iliar's elbow here while all the weight's planted, I'm gonna pop his arm. And that's what happened to young Carmi right here. Boom. So instead I want you guys to pull the wrist out and then pull them up. Don't just grab the elbow. It can happen very quickly and very aggressively. It's a bad injury, it really sucks. Gripping. He sits up, I go to sweep him, he posts his hand, pull out the wrist, and hit the sweep. Make sense?
Yes.
Alright, don't you? Hip bump sweeps first. Even then, man, it's not gonna work for much longer for him. It's too easy to defend, there's so many different reactions, and it gets really kind of dangerous the more we play as a hip bump attacker. One of the things that often happens is Iliar, instead of posting back, he just wraps his arms around me, bear hugs me, and puts me back to the floor. And this can be really annoying because I can't even like get to the guillotine, my hips are controlled, it's too deep. Even if I lock anything in here, I won't be able to finish it, right? He's got way too much purchase on the body position here. I can't choke him. I would need to be resetting here and then screwing my butt away, and now I have a guillotine choke. But that is easier said than done. So I want you guys to play now with dealing with a hip bumper, because I'd rather see you be somebody that can counter a hip bump rather than somebody who gets good at a hip bump, because I don't think a hip bump is a good move. I really don't. You watch world championships, you're never going to see anybody hit a hip bump. You'll see people try, most of the time it's going to fail. So what I would go for here, I have to put my hand on the floor, right, in order to hip bump this guy. If Iliar can, at any point, Khabib this hand, trapping it, yes. Right here, this is what you'll do to Conor. Every time. Grab that wrist behind the back and get him in this Khabib position. He's gonna have a hell of a time trying to deal with this. Now Iliar can start working the Sao Paulo pass. Right? You know the Sao Paulo pass? This one, is it? No, that's a good one. With my arm trapped behind my back here, it's really difficult for me to try to square back up and turn my angle back into him. I'm trapped on this side with this arm stuck behind my back. Very terrible position. So while you guys start playing from here, boom, I go hip bump sweep, he's looking to, oh, I win. Cool. Yeah, it worked for the one time. I want you guys to wrestle them back down and try to trap the hand that they're posting on the floor. Because we've always taught this like, oh, he goes to post, he posts his hand on the floor. This leads me to things like triangles, right? Cool. Easy triangle entry, or the more common one, he posts his hand on the floor, boom, I catch Kimura. Right? Those are good reactions. So people stop putting their hand to the floor. They'll lean back to bait the hip bump. As soon as I go hip bump, now he tackles into me and Khabib's my arm. This is a way better response than posting your arm on the floor and getting triangle with Kimura. Right? From here now, Iliar's gonna have a fairly easy time working to pass this guard because my guard's open. He's got huge space and he has my arm trapped behind my back. Worst case scenario. So I want you guys to work on killing the hip bump. Boom. My hand's on the floor. Wrestles me back down. Khabib's the arm. That means this hand behind my back is controlling my forward posted arm, right? Here, oh, I think I still have something. Oh, I might actually have it. No. Then pass the guard from there. Make sense? All right, let's go. Oh, key is just getting your hips as high as possible to make it work, and really kind of exploding and selling out. You have options on it. If you do want to hit the hip bump, you can put your arm over this side, which is going to set you up for kimuras and all that, which is cool. Or you can put your hand on this side and use it to off-balance your partner, forcing him to post. And from here now we start looking at the triangle entries, which are really, I think, my preferred method if I was going to go for a hip bump. I would almost go for the hip bump with the idea that he's going to shut it down, right? Predictable motion. So I go to hip bump him, his hand hits the floor, I keep the weight and I extract my leg, shooting it up over top and just get into the top lock position. The same triangle we did last week, I don't really need to adjust the angle here. I can lock it up, give it a little squeeze, lift my hips, and I'll get the tap, right? No problem. So we'll try that just a little bit so you guys can kind of play, and I want you to have your arm on both sides. You do the kimura, which is on this side of his head. As I go, his hand hits the floor. I just snake hand over the bicep inside here, just right here. I don't want to grab the wrist until I've got the snake hand in. If I grab the wrist here, and now he's going to start fighting it, and I'm going to lose it. So step one, snake hand, right through here. Now if he tries to fight it, it's much harder. Cut my angle, run to the side, and use my whole body to finish the kimura. So option one, boom, snake hand, wrist grip, finish the kimura. Don't try to finish it with your head over here, like spines in alignment, perpendicular. Boom, here, this is a bad break. The more perpendicular I am, the better. Can you be more perpendicular? Or belly down? You're just perpendicular, you can't be more or less.
Yeah, no. You're either on or you're off.
Exactly. Be perpendicular, it's better. Option two, my hand hits this side and I throw him to the floor. I keep all the weight driving onto that hand, so it's hard for him. If he lifts his hand up, he's gonna give me the sweep, right? So here, and this is good because this common grip, no gi in the gi, doesn't matter. Boom, putting him down. From here, extract my right foot, shoot it up over the top, fall down and just connect to the top lock position. Hold the head, right? For adults, we can finish triangles right here. Boom, lock it up, hold the head, lift the hips, very tight. Triangle choke. Make sense?
Yes.
All right, 1, 2. We don't have like free hands that are unemployed, right? So when I want the hip bump sweep here, both hands have a job. When I shoot to the triangle, I bring my hips away from him and I shoot up over the top. Both hands still have a job. Both hands still have a job. This is important, right? If I just like let go, he's gonna posture up. I'm getting out of here. I'm never gonna finish this triangle. Here, posture up. This is far better, right? Way easier. If I need to make an adjustment, like maybe my thighs aren't as big or I got super long legs or something, I keep a hold of the head. I scoop under the arm or under his leg, whichever I can access, and I put my foot to the hip pressure and I cut the angle here. From here, I'm gonna do a couple different things. I'm gonna bite this down, boom, right there. The triangle's already starting to come on even without the lock, right? I also have the secondary hand that I can go to a little udagatame here. But I can't let go, right? If I'm gonna attack this arm, I have to lock my triangle choke in and pinch. Now posture up, Delia. Right? You can't posture. Nope. You're just gonna die, right? So I bite down, I lock, I'm gonna be super nice here so I don't have to choke him. And now I can attack the arm on this side if I want to. But I can also squeeze the triangle. I can do both at the same time. Since also, I have a bonus on this arm here. Or arm bar on that side. So you have like a bunch of things you can attack with. But I really want you guys to think like, what are my hands doing? Everything needs a job. Otherwise, guys are gonna start defending, right? You can't get lazy and leave like one hand just floating out in space. You have to use it. Throwing, hips come away, shoot to the triangle, underhook the leg, keep my connection. All right, does anybody want to feel it? All right, one too.